Yo, 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 straight up Tennessee family, man. I just got to say one thing. It's the top of the show. It's early. We 10 seconds in, and it definitely feels like it's 12 days away. We were just talking before the show started. It has been a little lull. The Olympics has been great. It's been cool watching Josh Dobbs and all of the VFLs doing what they do in preseason. But it's just something different when it's 12 days out and it's almost time for football time in Tennessee. And tonight, man, y'all see the title, man. Rocky Top is booming. Like Eli Drinkwitz tried to do on us. Business is booming.
Business is booming.
The only thing people was questioning was, we know Josh Heupel can coach and scheme and yada, yada, yada. Can he recruit? I think the answer is yes, people. I think the answer is yes. We're going to talk all about what happened on Saturday. David Sanders committing to the University of Tennessee, but also a massive flip in Jaden Harmon, flipping from Alabama, which he was committed since April, flips to Tennessee after the David Sanders commitment. Y'all, Knoxville is about to be so crazy in the next few years. I feel sorry for all y'all on the wait list. You ain't getting tickets. I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about the third deck thing too, because that's a little interesting. But you already know what it is, man. It's the Monday rundown. Your boy Ruck in the building. Got Sale with me. Let's go, man. Let's tap in. It's straight up Tennessee, baby. Let's get it.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
What's happening, good people? Welcome to the Monday Rundown. It's your boy Ruck in the building, joined by my brother Sale. Man, it is Monday, which means we are officially less than 2 weeks now. It is 12 days until game day, Tennessee versus the UT Chattanooga Mocs. You already know what to do, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification right now so you never miss a show. I don't know what the heck is going on, man. Instagram in the last 6 weeks have literally went from 314 subs to we pushing 800 now. Like, we on the way to 800. This is just, it's crazy. And even to add even more into that, on YouTube, y'all, what are y'all doing? Y'all are like, I mean, it happens every year, but not like this, where there's just a massive surge every day you get closer to the season. People start searching more Tennessee, and man, we just getting the right insights, man. 962, y'all went crazy on the Dante video, almost 600 plus views, and I know that that's just going to continue to grow as more people search and find us. So, man, we love y'all. We appreciate it. The support has been crazy.
Oh, is it just me? Technical difficulties, y'all. If it is just me, Ruck gonna be back on.
I don't know what just happened. I'm here though, but I bounced and I'm back. But like I was saying, I wanted to hit the chat real quick before we kind of dove in. The boy Adrian is in the building. Adrian has also been a member for 8 months, been a member of the channel, man. And Adrian don't ever come in here without spending some money. He drops a $10 super chat and don't even leave a comment. Don't even say nothing. He just a part of the fam, man. Shout out to you, my boy. My boy right here, little Cloud 300 says, what's good, straight up fam? What's up, my guy? Good to see you here tonight, man. So what's been going on with you, my boy, before we dive all the way in?
Man, what you said earlier in the intro, that lull is hitting. I was outside and I was just like, I feel it in the air, feel a little fall like.
It really did. It really did tonight.
And I'm here for it too. But like you said, business is booming on Rocky Top and business is booming for our social media. Y'all keep showing us love. Y'all are helping us reach our goals before, but we still got to hit that 1K mark before kickoff. So keep sharing, keep engaging with our posts, our pages. We really appreciate doing this for y'all, and y'all doing that back for us is showing that our love and everything is not in vain.
That's right, man. It's been fun. So, y'all, let me see what's up. What's up, my boy right here, my guy Rezzy. Now I know who this is, aka Everything Vols. That's my guy. He say Vols 63-0 week 1.
Oh, we already getting predictions.
We listen, y'all. Y'all know we don't do predictions till next Monday. Come on, man. We don't even do the real predictions until next Friday. Chop It Up Friday. Oh, I can't wait, bro. It's really the One More Day / Chop It Up Friday show next week. Oh! When we do playmakers of the game, who we think's going to be the best player in the game, offense and defensive side, and we do the record, we do the score prediction. Bro, it's here, man. We made it. We weathered the storm, man. Monday, y'all, we literally are doing Who is UTC? It is the first Who is show of the season. It is up. And sadly, I don't have any UTC fans. So I can't bring nobody on the show to tell y'all who they are. And y'all already know what I'm going to say. Who is UTC, you ask? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. See what the boy Adrian says. I definitely got a lot of predictions this season. We finally made it, boys. That's a little clout. He said, finally, we finally made it. Y'all, before we even get deep, we'll talk a little bit. I think tonight, because on Monday, we're going to do this a little bit. Oh, not Monday, but on Friday, we're going to do the other half. Once we get towards the back half of the show, we'll talk a little bit about what Hypo had to say to the media this morning. But we're going to do the first half of the schedule. So we're going to go from UTC all the way to Florida. What do we think Tennessee's record is going to be? And then we're going to pick back up on Friday. We'll take Alabama all the way to Vanderbilt. And man, I did a show about the records about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And a lot has changed since then. I think I was a solid 9-3. And as it gets closer, I just get more and more biased. And I hate myself. So I don't know what I'm going to say here in the next few minutes, but we're going to see when we start talking about the records. So, but let's dive in, man. David Sanders is the talk of Rocky Top right now, the 5-star offensive lineman out of North Carolina, which what I didn't truly realize is when Tennessee was great, when Tennessee was on the rise back in the 2000s, early or the late 90s, we recruited North Carolina well. And that is what we have missed since Fulmer left. And now creeping back into the Hypo era is the states, the Carolinas, both of them, North and South Carolina. So obviously he's the number one offensive lineman in the class of 2025. Overall, I mean, top 10 player in the class, consensuous 5-star on all platforms. What does a pickup like this do? Now, 2025 was special, right? George McIntyre was coming from Brentwood Academy right here in Nashville. You got more and more guys. Travis Smith, which I don't know if you saw that boy. That boy, Travis Smith Jr., is crazy. Dude's first game, bro, he had like 9 catches, 285, and like 4 touchdowns. And he about to be a Vol next year. Shout out to him. But what does a pickup like David Sanders do for the program, and especially recruiting in the Carolinas?
I think recruiting in the Carolinas is a lot easier now because Clemson is not what it used to be. North Carolina is hit or miss. South Carolina is hit or miss. I think it makes it a lot easier for us to cross that border and to go pick some players that's not in our territory to just keep stretching, our recruiting range. And then landing a player like him, that's like NBA effect. When free agency comes, one player goes, and then it's just like, oh, I want to hop on ship too. And honestly, that's kind of been the trend here the last couple of years with the recruits. So you could say it's Nico 2.0, George Mac, like it's just happening where it's just like, oh, that's where. And then he's a number one recruit. And then that
literally,
that's all you gotta say. He's certified. He's stamped.
And a lot of people are concerned with his frame. He's 6'5", almost 6'6", 270, and he plays offensive tackle. So when you see 270 and 6'5" at the tackle position, yeah, in the SEC, that ain't gonna work. But you think that this man ain't gonna come in January and gain 25, 30 pounds and be 300? Because 300, 6'5", that's completely different, because now we're talking about speed, agility with strength. And that's what he's going to get to. People so worried about, oh, he's 270, y'all. I'm like, bro, he's still a kid. Like, he's literally 18. And until he gets into a real strength and conditioning program with real nutritionists and people who are truly trying to bulk him up and get him to a place, y'all got to understand, bro, like, this dude probably eats at whatever he wants to right now and then goes on practice field and burns all of it, literally. But having a guy like David Sanders commit the way he did, he played his first game of the season on Friday. Supposedly, man, I got inside scoop, and I appreciate that from my homie, my connect. When he visited and Deshaun Brame flipped, this is 2.5, 3 weeks ago almost. When they had that last visit, they painted the rock and said, "Come home, David." Deshaun Brame flipped from Oregon that day. Supposedly, he told the coaches that day he's coming to Tennessee. So this has been in the works. Like, we knew that Sanders was a Vol, but just like all of these things, they got to work up a big thing, and all of the sports platforms want him to commit on their platform. And 247 got that there in North Carolina. But you know, with Vol Nation not truly knowing, but a lot of the inside people knowing Sanders was coming, I think it also that's why I think the Jaden Harmon flip as well from Alabama to Tennessee was not a surprise to a lot of people, because Sanders is telling people already, hey, I know where I'm going. I need y'all to shut up because I got to still announce. But it gets to Harmon, who also Tennessee was high on his list in April before he committed to Alabama. And then obviously, you know, you start to see more when Nick Saban ain't there, bro. Like, it's a new culture. It's a new team. Like, I don't care. I know the brand speaks for itself. It's still Alabama, and they still going to come and they still going to play. I know that.
But there's still a lot of unknown. So
100%.
You can already see what's building here versus Alabama. It's a clean slate. We have no idea yet. So for the next year, maybe 2 years, we can see a lot of flips from Alabama, a lot of players that might have Alabama in a top 3, but they might not follow through. That's part of the process when you're starting completely over.
It's 100% true. And I feel like, man, I just think this is another layer now to the recruiting game, I should say. He was committed to Bama, right, since April. A lot of this is happening to Georgia too. Not just flips, but like, they had Dylan Raiola, who was the #1 quarterback in the class of 2024. On signing day, he flips and commits to Nebraska. Like, it's happening to the blue bloods, the big dogs. And here's why. I think, yes, like, now if Georgia's your dream school, Tennessee's your dream school, Alabama's your dream school, like, you're going. You know what I mean? Like, you don't care who's there. You just feel like you're fulfilling a calling to go play at that university if it's your squad, right? But what's happening, I truly think, is people don't want to be a part of traditionally winning anymore. Like, these kids, I think they want to work to win and build something rather than come into something that's established. You're going to get a chip and then you're going to go to the league. I think they still know now they're going to get to the league, but they like the challenge of helping something grow. And I think that's the pitch, man. Hypo has grown the program. You got guys, you got dogs now. And this year, 2024, is a time to truly let people know, like, we got to put the nation on notice, bro. We have to. And I think it's the time for it. I really do.
Right. And these players
really do.
Either with the transfer portal, it's a lot easier to take that risk. And if it doesn't work, to jump ship back to something else too. So that's also another factor, but I agree with you 100%.
Talk about the portal. I mean, I know we're supposed to be talking about our guys, but it's kind of like the Caden Proctor thing, and you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But offensive tackle, Started as a freshman at Alabama, Caden Proctor. Nick Saban decides he's leaving. Proctor goes and signs with Iowa because he's from Iowa. He goes back home, signs a crazy as what in the world NIL deal. Because he signs the craziest NIL deal I've ever seen in my life, then the corporation hands this man $100K. 2 weeks later, he's back at Alabama with $100K in his pocket from Iowa. Left Alabama, go to Iowa, got his bag, went back to Alabama, and now he's back in Bama.
That's robbery right there, though.
He robbed them, bro. He robbed them, bro.
That's crazy.
And it's legal. Do you see? Like, that's the thing that I'm having trouble with the portal and the NIL stuff. It's like, yo, we've got to find.
There's too many loose ends. We got to find some better We got to find some better restrictions, something. Yeah.
And so, like, I get it when you're a freshman. I get it when you're a senior in high school. Like, flipping your commitment, you ain't signed nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't signed nothing. You committed. You're just giving someone your word, right? But if you feel some type of way, oh my gosh. Hold on, bruh. Dun, 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 dun.
No, don't say it.
Yo, it's Turner, yo. It's Turner.
Yeah. Man, I'm on my phone.
It don't matter. Your presence is welcome.
I haven't even, straight up Tennessee fam, I haven't even got to officially meet Turner yet. So all of this live action.
This is facts. This is facts. This is wild.
This is Turner, y'all, in the flesh. Oh my God! Look, we got people. Turner in the house.
Oh. Hey, we're here. We're here.
Oh, bro. Okay, you got to jump in on this. Anyway, so here's where we are.
Okay.
We're talking about how there's just way too many loose ends in NIL. Caden Proctor obviously leaves Alabama, goes to Iowa, gets his bag, leaves Iowa, and goes back to Alabama. So we're like, we get this, we get it, but there has to be some type of loose, like, we got to fix this because it's all started when we start talking. David Sanders obviously commits, gave Tennessee his word. Jaden Harmon was a commit at Alabama. He just flips on Sunday. Now he's a Vol. I get that. We were just saying, we're just giving you our word. Like, we ain't signed no paper, ain't no NIL deal inked. We ain't done nothing. But the NIL stuff has to get figured out before this gets nasty in the next couple years, for real, because now you got 12 teams in the playoff. All these players going to get bonuses if they team get there and win. Like, it's going to start stacking up. And so it's like, we got to figure something out with this. And I don't know. I'm not the person to do it, but somebody going to have to do it.
You know, it almost makes you want to put a cap on it. You know what I mean? Because if you don't put a cap on it, you're going to have the same 12 teams in that thing every year.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? You're going to stack up and you're going to get the same 12 teams in it every year. And it's going to be, you're going to predict it. It's going to be predicted before the season even starts.
Yep. Bro, I have not even hit the chat before we move on to the next thing. Let me go up in here and see what's going on. Oh, well, we're going to get into this in just a second. Klaus says 10-2 at worst. Okay. Big Dave coming home. Hot take. Woo!
That's a super hot take. Super hot.
We're going to come back to that in maybe next year. I don't know. He said, I don't care what nobody says.
Nobody said. I don't care.
Explosive brothers. When high school kids see our momentum, they want to get a part of it. That's true. Again, it's the Hypo effect. It's nothing other than what Hypo has been able to create organically too. Every kid that has committed, the one thing that is consistent. Why did you commit to Tennessee? Man, the family. Man, the family feel. Man, the family. Like, you hear every kid say the same thing.
Did y'all see what Brandon Turnage said when they just interviewed him from Ole Miss? So he said the same thing. They asked him about transferring from Tennessee, and he said, man, Tennessee was family. He said, I can't say nothing bad about Tennessee. They were my boys. They were family.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I just watched the interview with Amari Thomas with On3. I think it came out within the last week, and he was talking about how it's a brotherhood. He was like, if you see any of the football players out in Knoxville, I guarantee you see multiple in the pack. That's how we do. We always together somehow. It's a family. We're a brotherhood. That's something that they installed in this culture. Like he said, that's something they've been big on, and you can't, like, that's just Tennessee.
See, and I love that because I can remember back in the Pruitt era, when I was living in Knoxville, man, you see players out all the time, but it was like maybe two of them or maybe one. Like you would see them all the time, bro. Like I remember vivid moments, like being at the McDonald's on the Strip and seeing like a player walk in by itself, like they not riding like that. Now, like they said, bro, I mean, they riding in packs. Everybody is just hanging with everybody, and that's what builds a good team. Rezi is my boy, everything Vols. He says Heupel is our best coach since Fulmer. Potentially will be greater than Fulmer. He got to win a chip first.
Yeah, facts.
He got to win a chip first. Bama's reign is slowly coming to an end. That's what we were talking about. Just talking about specifically, it's too much transition. I'm not saying Bama's going to be bad. I think they're going to be fine because it's Alabama, and they still have the entire Saban roster except for a few skilled players.
We gonna see how good Jalen Monroe really is this year.
We really will. We really, really, really will. Lil Clout says we ride deep just like our depth. And everything Vaughn says his recruiting prowess and his play calling can have a snowball effect for more flips and recruiting. Just think what he took over with everyone leaving with what he built now. That's true, bro. 30. I'll never forget the number. 34 kids left in 2021. 34. Bro, I mean, like I'm pretty sure 85 is the roster. Almost half of your team left. And we went 7-6 in 21. Think about that.
Yeah, think about that.
Half of your team left and you still went to a bowl game. Now we lost because they said that Jalen Wright didn't score that touchdown. But that's crazy, man.
So speaking of recruiting, what impact is going to come from the partnership with Pilot?
Ooh. Let me ask you this. Have they even released details on how much?
No, that's what I'm asking. I don't know.
That's the thing. I don't know. Until I see this contract, I don't know, bro. But I don't know they put Pilot. It's a lot of money because they done put Pilot all up in the stadium.
Yeah, fact. I mean, I don't know, man. I think we're about to have the nicest facilities you could ever imagine when they get all this junk done. I do think it's kind of convenient that as soon as we sign a deal with Pilot, Danny White says something about a third level.
Let's talk about it. Sale was like, I'm pretty sure it was Sale text me this week, and he was like, "Bro, I don't know about this." Like,
I said the same thing, bro. I told Ruck, I was like, dude, I'd rather watch it from the house, honestly.
Because it's already so steep of a stadium. Like, talk about nosebleeds, my God.
Hey, bro, they put a third deck. Guarantee you they sell out though.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but when we don't, it's gonna look bad. A third deck, what's that gonna be? 115, 110?
It's gonna be at least, because I was trying to do the math. I was trying to do the math on that side of the stadium. If you took X1, it's really like X4 to Z15. And I don't know how many it is on the bottom. So like it's the current is like, I sit in YY10. So like it would be YYY. And so it's like YYY. But it's like I was trying to do the math and I don't know, bro. I think it's at least another 6 to 10K, depending on what they do road wise. And if you do that, dude,
unless they take some seats for regular fans and move them up there so more students can come fill in the bottom, like because he said something about students being on the wait list, then I can see that happening. But just the way our stadium is set up, that's just a high seat. That's a high seat.
I think the lingo, the word that he used were, he was like, really? He's like, that wouldn't be, he's like, that somebody suggested something. He's like, that wouldn't be enough when you have 16 or 18,000 students wanting tickets and there's only 12,000 seats for them.
20. He said 20 wanting tickets, but there's only 12.
There you go. And it's like, they need to be in there because they create the juice for real.
Oh, 100%. But I think if you do a third deck, though, you can't go crazy. Like, you can only go like 15 rows.
Yeah, you couldn't go something stupid, right? Like, and then at that point, it's like, why?
Wow, you spending a lot of money for. I don't think you're getting your money's worth.
The best thing that they could do, here's what I was thinking about. And typically, you probably don't want to do this, but what would be a better seat than like a third deck in the end zone is do what kind of like Kyle Field did. They took one of the press boxes out and replaced it with bleachers on the side. So if I'm looking up high on the side, I'm cool. But when you're on the end zone, bro, it's like I don't even know. Like, I'm watching TV in here, basically. You know what I mean?
You're gonna have to get you some binoculars the whole game,
bro. We need a telescope from there at this point. No. Derek Sanders says right here, name been on a slow decline since 2020. Talking about Alabama, said most of the 34 players that left were defensive guys, which is true. We lost a ton of guys on defense. Says 120,000 is what it could potentially be. Like,
what bro, we say?
We should just go play at Battle of Bristol, bro. Let's just go play at Bristol, bro. What are we doing?
What'd you tell me this week? You were like, if we do a third level, I think I might take my health seriously and get some earplugs.
Yes. I said, I think if we really did a third day, because, bro, me and Turn talk about this all the time. The Jalen Wright touchdown at Georgia, or at Neyland, but on the first play of the game, when he ran 75 yards and just burned everybody. So I still kind of like, my ears, like sometimes I'm not even lying, y'all. I'm dead serious. My hand on the Bible, if the Bible was right here with me. There are some times where I feel like I'm hearing stuff, like a high-pitched noise in my ear. And I dedicate it to that moment. 100%. It was so loud, bro. Like, and I've been to games, bro. I've been to Florida. I've been to Alabama when we beat Alabama. It was nothing compared to that 10 minutes of my life. It was insane, bro. Hey, hold on real quick. Look, man, Adrian already dropped a 10. He didn't say nothing, right? Then he said, this for my boy Turner. He dropped another 10. He dropped another 10.
Yes, sir. Yes,
shout out to Dylan as well. Just getting in. Good to see you back, Turn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, look, man, since we got everybody here, this is perfect. We're missing C2, but it's okay. We're going to break down the record in 2 shows.
Okay.
So this one right here, the last 15 minutes, everybody, we're going to go straight through the whole thing. And we all going to give what we think and what we hope. And I need realism. I don't need biased answers. People,
you talking to yourself.
Yeah, you're right. But I need real deal at Holyfield answers, people. Okay, we gotta figure this one out. This is gonna be difficult. I feel good about it, but at the same time, I don't feel good about it. Because I did a show, like I said, I did this show like 2 months ago. Football was close, but 2 months is a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got plenty of time. I got plenty of time to just chit chat and say nothing. But now, since it's here, and I genuinely got to be real about it, man, it hurts me. It hurts me a lot. So, but I'm gonna pull this up, y'all, and we're gonna run through it. So, obviously, we all know and ain't worried about game 1 specifically, but obviously, when Tennessee comes out against UTC, what is it that y'all want to see? What is it that you want to see next Saturday?
Go ahead, Turner.
Honestly, clean football.
That's
We're
been the
going.
one thing that's been consistent. I feel like Josh Heupel, every single one, he has said a great day, clean day, execution. We haven't heard that language honestly since Hooks off season, really since 2022.
That's what I think. I think just clean football because I mean it's UTC. I mean we're gonna execute. We might run 4 plays, maybe 5. You ain't gonna see much of the playbook this game.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't want to see nothing crazy from Nico. I want Nico on the bench by the fourth quarter because Hype will be weird about pulling quarterbacks for some reason.
He does, bro. He really does.
I do think you see a lot of Deshaun Bishop.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Karn's product. He has been, from what I hear, he has been the talk of the running back room because obviously none of these scrimmages Dylan Sampson's going to play. It don't make sense. It makes zero sense. And so the chat is saying Dylan Elam says tutties on tutties on tutties. Derek says, want to see the young guys. They need reps because we're losing a lot after this season. Yeah, very true. Very true. Tennessee's winning that game. I'm 1-0. UTC.
I don't want no touchdown that game, though. I'll take a field goal, but I don't want to see no touchdown that game.
We known to give up one at least.
I need that D line that they keep talking about. I need the quarterback not even be able to, no time to think. I want to see it full display.
I mean, our front 7 is nasty. I ain't gonna lie.
It's nasty, bro. It's nasty.
I'll take a no touchdown to the fourth.
Yeah, because then we got 3s in.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so I guess we all want to know NC State, y'all. This is massive. Second game of the year. NC State's ranked number 24 in the country. Obviously, they're playing this game at Bank of America Stadium, right there in the middle of Charlotte. Raleigh is not far from Charlotte. It's a glorified home game for NC State, but with the recruiting trail, this is a massive, massive game for Tennessee to continue to control the Carolinas. I'm going to answer this first because I definitely want to hear what y'all have to say. I think we go 2-0. We beat NC State, but I don't think it's what everybody thinks. I think that a lot of people think Tennessee's just, it might be, I think the spread right now is like 5, right? But I have a sneaky suspicion that we might eat. I just really have a suspicion that it's like first big time game away from Neyland, and all the odds are against Tennessee. Truly, I say. I mean, because everybody's hype on Grayson McCall and NC State and how good their offense is going to be. I feel like Tennessee's defense is just that much better, and I think Tennessee wins by 2 scores. I'm gonna be honest.
I agree. I just think it's going to be a late pull away.
I think I'm with you. I think it's two touchdowns plus, and I think it's. I want to say it's one of them where we get up quick, and they just don't. They can't come back.
Yeah. I agree with the chat too, man. Like, and I mean, Dylan just echoing what you said, Turn. It's gonna be vanilla until we get to NC State. NC State is trash. They little boys. That's what they said. He said, Dylan says NC State got a quarterback. That's about it. So I think Tennessee's going to handle it. Game 2 will be James Pierce and Arian Carter's breakout game. That's what Adrian says right there. We going to need it because I think I do agree with you, Sel, bro. I think it's going to be tight. And then, like, we just cook. I think just the depth effect, right? We got so many guys rotating. We gonna wear them down. So
maybe a turnover.
Key point right here. Derek says NC State got a lot of transfers this offseason, so they're not gonna know what they are in week 2. I mean, we could kind of say the same about us, but not really. Got Squirrel back. You got Brew back off injury. That in itself, having those 2 guys does not bother me. I'm great. And then you get a guy like Chris Brazel. Dante Thornton is showing up again. Kent State, I'm taking a W. I don't have to explain why.
W,
yeah.
3-0. All right. And then the biggest game, I mean, the game that I think everybody wants to truly know, like, who is Tennessee, It's on the road in Oklahoma's first SEC game. It's an opener for them and an SEC opener for us on the road in Norman. I can't answer this one first, bro. I don't know how I feel because I don't know who Oklahoma is, right? They went 6-6 2 years ago. Last year, they have a good year because Dylan Gabriel's there, but now Gabriel's transferred to Oregon. And it's kind of like the hype around it, no pun intended, right? Josh Heupel going back to Oklahoma for the first time as a head coach, a university where he will forever be implanted in their history for winning a national championship. And man, you got to know they're going to do something for him. Like, and if they didn't, then okay, here's my answer. If they end up doing something for Heupel when he shows up, we lose in the game. If they disrespect him and don't give him something, 3 scores. Bro, we smacking them. But in all factuality, if I had to answer, I'm gonna take Tennessee by 1 point. I think it's gonna be close. I just think it's gonna be too close.
I don't know about. Are we too young of a team to do a 1-point win that early in the season?
I think you only are. I think you're saying that because of one person,
Nico.
Yes.
Well, you know what? I was gonna say my take before you said all that. I was gonna say we're gonna win, and we're gonna realize how mature Nico is. Maybe I'm feeding into the media where he's talking about he'd rather play on the road and everything. But I think
he did say that.
Yeah. So maybe this is the game to support that statement.
I think this is the game that's going to tell us how the rest of the season is going to go. I personally think we'll beat Oklahoma. I do. I think we win. I think it's close. I think it's a one possession, maybe 7-10. But I think we win, personally.
So we all 4-0, huh?
Yep.
4-0. Adrian says Oklahoma will be a shootout. Tennessee will pull out at the end because of Dylan Sampson clutch touchdown run. I love how specific Adrian is. Like 100%. He is telling you exactly what he thinks is going to happen. It's Dylan Sampson's show. Dylan Elam said Jackson Arnold threw 3 interceptions to Arizona, plus lost their entire O-line to the draft and portal. I think it's going to be that 22 LSU game. Major Steve built. Hey,
if that happens, all eyes on Rocky Top.
Oh, bro.
Because this is going to be game day, 100%.
I mean, it's going to be if it's not game day, it's definitely SEC Nation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's too much hype around it to not be one of the two. I don't know. I don't think it's game day worthy. Maybe I'm wrong. There could be a better game in week 4, but if there's not a better game, it's definitely that one. Mm-hmm. Right? Check this out. Derek says Brent Hubbs on the VolQuest podcast saying that if we can improve 3rd and long on defense and improve red zone scoring, it would be a difference in preparing for a bowl game versus preparing for a playoff game. I agree with that. We struggled on 3rd and long defense, bro. It'd be 3rd and 16, and they throw a 5-yard curl and get 20 after it. And it's like, where was the pressure? Like, what are we doing?
Or the quarterback just scrambles for 30.
Oh, bro, that too. Arkansas, that's a sneaky game to me, because Arkansas has a transfer in Taylor Green, big quarterback, big arm. They got Bobby Petrino back now. Still got Sam Pittman as the head coach. It's a weird game because it's also after a bye week, and I love Tennessee after a bye week. Typically, Tennessee is dangerous after a bye, and so going into Arkansas after a bye, I still like Tennessee. I don't know what to say. I don't really have a score for that one at all, but it's a tricky game though. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was really, really close because of the hand that's dealt. Like, I know Arkansas is not big, but it's a tough place to play. So, but I think Tennessee wins.
Hopefully it's not under our radar. Hopefully we don't go in there sleeping because it's an Arkansas game. I mean, I feel like that's the only thing with it being a bye week. It's either going to help us or it's going to hurt us. So I think that'll be like a we could tell what kind of game it's going to be early.
Yeah.
I think the bye week came great right there. I think I'd be more worried if it didn't. I think I'm not going to disagree with that. Nico's breakout
Everything
game.
Vols. Yeah, says Nico's breakout game will be in Norman. Adrian says Tennessee 42, Arkansas 17. Hey man, I need what you got right now.
I need some of it.
What you on, bro? Talk to me.
Practices.
And then to conclude this portion of tonight's show, we'll pick up the other half of the show on this Friday with Chop It Up Friday. We'll pick up the other half of the schedule. Florida at home. If y'all don't know, there was something that leaked. It's out there. Supposedly, that is going to be the game. We wearing checkered kneeling that game. So it's going to be checkered. I don't know what we're wearing. I don't know if it's like all orange or if it's just the traditionals, which I would believe it's the traditionals. But that is a checkered kneeling game against Florida there. This is the first time I can truly say this, and I wholeheartedly believe it. Florida is trash. Florida is trash. They got two guys. One of them's a freshman who ain't going to play unless something crazy happens with Graham Mertz. Montrell Johnson just had surgery on his knee. They say it's a routine scope. We done heard about routine surgeries. Come on, y'all. Right? He's RB1, so he ain't playing. I mean, he might be playing by then. And then they got the best they have one of the best receivers in the SEC in Eugene Wilson, Trey Wilson III. He's cold. But past that, Vols. That's all I gotta say.
I hope they have the same approach like they did South Carolina. How they was just waiting for a revenge game. I hope it's the same way and we just run it up on Florida.
I do too. Bro, I would love to see something like 63-21. Just like, and you know what it is? It's like the Missouri game in 2022. Like Missouri was with us at halftime. We was kind of like, man, what is going on? And then they didn't score the whole second half.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just take off on them, bro. What you think, Turn?
I mean, I think I got the unpopular opinion here. I think we win. But I think this one is a nail biter.
It always is, which I hate.
I think we win, but it's either going to be a last. We're either going to have a last minute drive, kick a field goal, or score. I think it's going to be close, just because it's always close, man. It don't matter how freaking bad Florida is, because they were trash last year too.
That's what they were. They were. Got to beat Florida. Dylan says it's going to be loud against Florida. That pressure we felt last year is going to be flipped. We got to run them out of the stadium. 35-21 Vols.
I'm gonna have a hot take right here. If we wear traditionals, we win. If we wear anything besides traditionals, we lose.
Does orange on orange count as traditional?
Nope. I mean, I need traditionals. A white bottoms and orange tops.
I don't want it. I don't want to lose, but they're gonna have to, bro. They know there's too many veterans that know on this roster. Like, Big O, he is not even gonna let nobody think he gonna be like black jerseys. What? Huh?
Nah, that's Kentucky.
No. Yeah, we're going dark mono on them. It's going to be orange and white.
Yes.
Bro, look at this score, y'all.
Adrian, I need it, bro.
Adrian done did a season on the game or something. I need some sports.
Oh, y'all, man, it's been a Monday rundown. Listen, man, we'll be back on Friday for Chop It Up Friday, man. It's gonna be a great show again. Obviously, we'll catch up on everything from Monday to then. But check this out, y'all. On Friday, we will be 8 days away. We will be 8 days away from kickoff, man. It's go time now. It's here. We're all excited. We're ready. But we cannot wait to see you back here on Friday. You already know what it is, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you never miss a video. On the way to 1K, on the way to 800 over on Instagram. Y'all know what to do, man. When the reel comes out, share it. It's just how it works. Share it, share it, share it. Got my boy Adrian. He is turned. He said, "Oh yeah, you know me too well." Dylan says, if we drop 52 on Florida, call Nico the new crocodile hunter. Y'all already know, man. Hey, we cannot wait to be back with you on Friday. Until then, man, have a great week. We cannot wait to chop it up on Friday for my guy Sale and my boy Turner. It's your boy Ruck in the building. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We out.